All right, guys, how you doing today? I just want to make a quick recap on Robinhood. Um, I made a video a month ago, and I told you guys that we were looking to bounce off this level of support around $66, but then we were sitting around somewhere uh, around $75 thereabout. And I made a video, and this is the video I made, at
And I told you guys
$75. Then we have the
that
possibility
we could
go up from this level. We could bounce up to $75. And we did, and we got rejection, and we had a pullback down towards $69. And I made this video, I think, yeah, a month ago. And I told you guys, instead of waiting, the best thing is for you to start buying. See, if you were to start buying around this range, you would be in profit as of right now, as we are talking. But there's still more room for us to go up. So this is weekly time. As you can see, we're still below the 50 on the RSI. And currently we are sitting around 47. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry. So what I'll be looking coming into the end of this week, by tomorrow, we we need to sit we need to stay above $88 um for us, like the market has to close above $88. That's to tell me that yeah, we are ready to go up even more. And but I'll be looking into some pullback coming into next week or a week after that. As you can see, this is on a daily time. We are around 66.35 on the RSI. And looking at it, this is what I'm expecting for the market to play. As you can see, we gap up here and we didn't come back to close to close this gap. We didn't come down to close this gap. So coming into tomorrow, as you can see, this is today. We close around we close below 86.85. We open around 89.40, 30 something, and we end up closing below this level. So tomorrow I'll be looking for us to stay above 88, and if possible, I really want to see if we can retest this 90 on you know this this 90 by tomorrow. But if we fail to retest this 90 by tomorrow, then coming into next week, if we get any rejection up here around this resistance, then I'll be looking into a pullback towards $83. And Tuesday or Wednesday, if the market opens and we gap down, if we open around this level, then I'll be looking for the market to come up here to sweep the available liquidity, then pull back even more to close all these gaps. So as you can see, you can make money. Um, there's money to be made, if you know what you're doing in this liquidity pool. These are areas where you should be looking for buys. If you think you've missed this move all the way if you've missed 60 from 68.25 to 89, if you think you've missed this move, then the next opportunity for you to get into this boat should be around this level of support, which would be around $77, because the market could bounce up this level, but I'm expecting us to fill up this gap before we head we head towards the upside. But if we fail to bounce off this level, this first level, then this is where I'll be expecting that bounce. And if we fail to bounce off this level, and the market decide to do more correction, then the best zone to buy would be around 71, $70. Then from here, I see a lot of potentials for us to even go higher, to break this level of resistance, to break this level of 88 and 90. And that's coming into next week. So if you feel like you've missed out, there are still opportunities, because right now I don't think it's advisable for you to get it, because the market is already overbought. See, if you go to 4 hours, as you can see right here, we came all the way to up to 77.64 on the RSI. For us to confirm a bullish movement on this that's on the stock market, for Hood, I'll be expecting us to stay above 60 on the RSI, which will be around this level. If we can hold next week above 60 on the RSI, like coming into next week, if we can stay above this 60 on the RSI, then I'm seeing us having a bigger move towards retesting some key level of resistance. So this is what you should be looking into next week. And when I made this video, maybe some people didn't believe in it, but like I told you guys, my channel is for educational purpose. If you're looking into investing into a long term, I do swing trade on a daily if I need to, but mostly I concentrate on a long term play. So if you're looking to invest for at least a year or two, um, this could be a best opportunity for you to actually invest because any pullback that we have here, I believe could be the last pullback for this very time. And currently, we made some quick profit on this play, as you can see right here. I made about 66.65% on Hood, which put me to about $1,223. I got in with 18.38, and the current value is currently around 30.58. This is how you make money. Sometimes you just need to believe in the higher time, and for a long time, you're definitely gonna make some money. So the key level to look coming into next week, if we have a pullback uh, into next week, then you should be looking to start buying from 80 point from $80 range. Any price range around this zone, it's a good buy. Then another buy zone would be around 77, and another buy zone would be around this 74. And potential good deal for me personally should be around $70. So let me check something. Yeah. Um, yeah. As you can see, this is my Fibonacci retracement. So currently where we are now, I'm looking at I'm looking at us bouncing up this 88, sorry, around this 80 zone. But if possible, we could get a bounce of this 50, this 0.50 on the Fibonacci. So this key zone would be very important if you're looking to start buying because the market could bounce off either 80 zone or we could bounce off this 77 zone. So that's what I'm looking at. But for me, I would advise you wait to see if the market pulls down towards 70 on the 70 on the support zone. Then you can ride this wave all the way up. And another stock that I want to bring to you guys, that I see a lot of potentials if you're looking into a long play, that would be Salesforce. Salesforce is a good company, and a lot of institutions they use them for meetings. If you use Slack, some of those apps for meetings, these are some of what the company actually do. And I believe that currently, right now, looking at how the trend is, this is a very good opportunity sitting in front of me. And I just want to bring it out here to you guys in case you're looking into investing a year or a year and a half from now. As you can see, we've corrected almost 55%. on Salesforce. So to me, this will be a good deal. And this is how I get into a trade. This Fibonacci helps me understand where to actually have a good value in terms of buying and selling. So as you can see on this blue side of it, it tells me that the current price is very expensive. So I wouldn't want to buy up here. I'd rather wait to have a fair value, which would give me something cheaper, in terms of price range. So as you can see, I'd rather buy it around 139 rather than buying around 250 or 200. So looking at it now, currently on the weekly time, we are around 38.39, sorry, 0.38 on the RSI. And let me see something. I wanted to pull up the all right. As you can see on the MACD, we are currently sitting around negative 19, and I'm looking for us to cross the MACD line, which will be around negative 16.59. And from there, I'm looking for this to head towards the upside, but I believe we might have a pullback, a little bit of correction before Salesforce start moving up. And as you can see right here, this is what I'm looking into Salesforce coming into next week. Um, Currently, we are sitting the market close around 181 as of today, as you can see right here. So on a weekly time, I'm looking for us to stay above this previous candle, this previous week, which was around 188. And if possible, we could stay above 180. Like if we can close the market by tomorrow above 188, then I believe that we could retest this resistance, around 204. And if we get any rejection on this level, then I'll be looking into my last buy range because here would be a very good deal because we have a lot of liquidity sitting down here. So a lot of institutions, a lot of retailers they would love to have a good deal down here. But I'm not gonna wait until we come down to 126. So if I see the price around 139, 140, I'll start to dollar cost average into this stock. So looking at it, if we break this level of support around uh 164, 165, then I'm looking at a good buy range around 130. Then we could bounce off this level, this zone, then heading towards to retest the 0.04. That's if we get any rejection coming into next week, which I believe if we have some correction in the stock market, then that could possibly bring this price down here. But looking 2 weeks from now, I'm looking for us to either retest this level or this is what I'm looking for the market to do, which is gonna be this candle. Sorry, this drawing. So I'll be looking for this stock to if we get here by next week and we pull back towards this level of support. If we have a lot of buyers sitting up here, then I can see us bouncing up this level, which at that point we're definitely gonna create a double bottom, which for me it's an indication for you to that the market is gonna move towards the upside. But anything can happen in the stock market. Um, Whatever I'm saying in my channel is not a suggestion for you to buy or sell or hold any of this company. I'm just here to share opportunities for whoever that is willing to take risks because life is all about risks. And if you don't take risks, you don't know what life has for you, you know. And instead of you waiting, um, on this stock, I would prefer you start to dollar cost on it because at this very point right now, anything can happen in the stock market. And the news just came out just came out today at after the closing of the market, as you can see. This came out today, like like an hour, 30 minutes ago. You know, Trump, posted that it says the war in Iran is going swiftly and should be ended pretty soon. So these are the kind of news that the stock market wants to hear because the market don't like uncertainty. So for him to even say stuff like this alone can help the market go crazy. So you don't want to miss all this opportunity because if we go into the S&P 500, as you can see, the market created a new all-time high. Let me go on the weekly time on the daily. As you can see, we have another all-time high, which is around 702. And I'll be looking into some correction coming into next week because right here we have some gap that we need to fill out at some point. So if we can get this gap fill up before next week, then that would be a good opportunity for anybody that feels like they've missed out of this move for them to get uh, into buying any of these assets, moving towards the upside. So on the S&P 500, if we end up opening below, let's say next week, it depends on where I feel like the market might try to push all the way to $705 in terms of price. But if we end up closing below, uh, if we end up closing below 697, then coming into next week, I'll be looking into some correction. And this would be the first level of support. Sorry, yeah, the first level of support, meaning that the price could come down here, then bounce off this support zone, then coming back to retest this all-time high. And if we get a rejection there by the end of next week, then that's when I'll be looking into a week after next week for us to retest this level of support, which would be around 660. And if you think that you've missed out of all these moves right here, let me see how many percent. We've been up almost 11%. And I don't know if you guys remember the video that I made a video and I told you guys that I was expecting the market to repeat the same concept in 2023, which was somewhere around, where is it? Somewhere around here. I told you guys the market corrected 11%, 10, almost 11%. That was 2023. And I told you guys that we could bounce off this year towards that 10%, and as you can see, the market corrected almost about 10%. Let me check out. So that one will be on the same page. Yeah, the market corrected almost 10%, then gained back 11%. So any pullback coming into the market, I should be expecting from where we're currently sitting. If we can pull down towards this level of support around 661, then that would be a good confirmation for me. That would be a good buy range if you're looking into investing or doing an option. If you're into option, then this would be a good zone for you to buy calls and ride the wave all the way up. So this is where I'm expecting for us to bounce on the S&P 500 if we end up having correction to come fill up this gap. Then we should be having a bounce of 660. And well, I know definitely we're going to retest 674, 675, if we start having correction into next week. So with the current news right now, anything is possible. And just with this news, the market could pop even more tomorrow, meaning that um, we could get up to almost 105, 110 on S&P, but I'm not predicting for us to get up there. But based on where we're currently sitting, you see, on the 4 hours, we around almost 80 on the average side, so we already overbought. So any push up would be a good opportunity for you to buy. Sorry, that's for you to sell. So if we push all the way to 85 range up here tomorrow, then I'll be looking into puts coming into next week. But I have to wait to see how Monday reacts. Then based on the outcome of Monday move, then I can make the decisions. So I just wanted to, share this opportunity with you guys. And if you're new into my channel, I would really appreciate if you can like and subscribe, so that we can get some notification when I upload new new technicals. Well, and for those that are already subscribed into the channel, I just want to say a big thank you to you guys, and I hope to talk to you guys very soon. So coming into next week, these are some range that you need to look into. And for Salesforce, you don't want to let this opportunity pass you. So if you have like $1,000 or 2 grand or 5 grand or 10 grand, then you can triple that money, you can double that money before 6 months moving into next week. And if we go monthly, you see that we corrected almost, we use about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Uh, we corrected almost about a year and 3 months currently. So since February last year, we've been on a downtrend, and I believe that we have possibility for us to bounce off this level of support around 140, 139 on Salesforce. Then on Hood, you should be looking into a pullback, and if you think you want to get in, this would be the good range for you to start dollar cost average. But a good zone would be around 77, 74, and 70 range. 71, 70 range. This would be a good buy zone to ride this whole wave all the way back up. So I just wanted to share this with you guys, and I hope to make more videos. Um, leave and thank you for everything. I just want to appreciate you guys. I'm new into this YouTube stuff, but just here to share those opportunities because you're looking to learn. Then, you know, this will be a good opportunity for you to make money. I'm just here for long-term traders. So if you're looking into making money before the end of the year, this is the opportunity that I'm presenting in front of you. Talk to you guys later. Thank you.